I guess that was the one chance Zool really had to come back, in my opinion. Because I was like, kill him anyway. And it was like, oh, wait, no, this would be really cool, actually. A Bosnian working with the Haltis team. This is the Fox Scorpion story. That's what this is. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and we're back to another episode of Voltaise 5. We just got done the switcheroo episode, which is to say that Zool tried to trick Professor Go into believing that he had escaped and that he needed to create another Voltaise 5 machine in order to protect the Earth, right? This time, instead of with like mind control or hallucinations, he did it with androids, something we've set up a number of times now. Unfortunately, it all comes to naught, and as I ranted on for like probably 10 minutes straight, a number of lost opportunities for better storylines. However, this time it looks like we're going to be dipping back into the Bosnian politics stuff, which I really appreciate of the show. Where the next time on showed us apparently Zool trying to become an assassin himself, like literally crawling out from behind a picture to stab Heinel in his sleep. And apparently also an attempt to steal the Voltaise machines, parked in the hangar. I'm hoping this is going to turn out to become a dual faction sort of thing, that Zool is going to escape after having failed to kill Heinel, and he's going to just use all of his secret bases as his own faction on the Earth. So, that said, I don't really have anything else to go over that I haven't already, again, ranted about last episode. So, let's go ahead and hop on in and see where we go from here.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
I do think it's interesting if I remember correctly from the next time on last time, which, shit memory, maybe I won't. It looked like Zool was climbing out of a picture of the Emperor. Not out of the picture of the Emperor, out of from behind the picture of the Emperor, which would indicate that that picture is in Heinel's chambers. Now, we know the Emperor is actively trying to have Heinel killed sometimes. Sometimes it actually seems like he's trying to help him. It's hard to tell. But that would imply that Heinel, despite everything, has a picture of the Emperor in his room. Like, I don't know. For me, that would be like Char from Gundam having a picture of Degwin in his room. Maybe, maybe if Char is still trying to put up the facade, but it would be a weird choice, and you'd question it if you saw it in the background. I mean, oh, you've been found out, huh? Also, is that what they look like without their helmets on? What a weird security device. Just a bunch of loose books. Sorry, is it a local Imperial investigator?
この通り秘密調査隊員の報告によればお命を狙っていることは事実なのでございま
Because
す
it couldn't be from the Emperor. The Emperor is the one that sent Zool on this whole thing.
世の命を狙うなどとは肩洗いたいわ。ジャンガル、世が直々に取り調べる。ズールを連れてまいれ。ほうほう。
恐れながらハイネル様
なんだ。
急祖猫を噛むとのことわざがあります通りジャンギャル殿がズールの逮捕に向かえば何をしでかすことか地底上を大混乱に陥れる可能性もございますこれは得策ではないと存じますがここのところは私にお任せくだされば
でどのような手立てでズールを
毒酒にて
なるほど毒酒とな
Oh, legitimately, Zool. What are you, a Scooby-Doo villain? Nobody knows there's a giant hole in the painting whenever your eyeball's not in it. Oh, for a second there, I thought the stuff right in front of the Emperor on the picture was like a signed picture of the Emperor. Gonna pull out a sword. Oh, was it an android? Yeah, close enough. How did it turn if there's no body under it? Yeah, I wasn't completely wrong. My sword was drawn.
その秘密通路はとっくに世には分かっておったのか。
残念でしたわね毒酒の話もお前に聞かせたいばっかりに打ったお芝居そうだったのかクソ
Seriously, just kill this guy. I don't particularly like Zool as a character either.
助けてやるが条件がある。その条件とは敵の本拠へ忍び込み5人の人物を皆殺しにすることだ。5人の人物。お、言わずと知れたボルテスチームの5人だ。それはできぬと申すのか。
Yeah, I mean, either do it or die. But I mean, I wouldn't want to send this guy out anywhere. He's got so many fucking secret bases. Well, let's see. This is episode 22 out of how many episodes? I don't think it's going to happen here. Legit, he's just going to go to a secret base. Assuming that the people at that base aren't going to betray him. Are you a fucking idiot? It's an old man with a horn. I guess this is a tactic. Certainly not what I thought he would go with. The element that everyone always wants to collect information from a bad guy is the only reason most bad guys survive contact.
一平、ズールを殴ったってお父さんは生きて帰りはしないんだ。今お前がズールを殴ってみろ。防衛隊員だって。どんなことになるかわかるか。
Of what? Killing your enemy? That's... Remember, they've killed millions, if not billions of people. Actively are enslaving other people.
聞いてください。地球の虫けらどもめ。5分後にファルコンが大爆発を起こすとも知らず。
Oh, is the giant ball an explosive?
さすがハイネル様、お見事でございます。
世は裏切り者を決して生かしてはおかん。ワザン帝国を裏切ったズールの命はボルテスと共に爆発するのは当然。
それも自らの足をつなぐ
Yep, there we go. I call all these things. I guess I'm spoiled for the media that came before.
ありがたく受け止めるのだ。これがハイネルのやり方なんです。
Good to see Taco is back in.
ボルテスと戦う重視を作らせておきながら、重視がやられるとまるでこのわしに全責任があるように申し
Yeah, is that why you laughed at us every time we've ever seen you on screen?
放り込まれておりましたんです。そなたらしい嘘をつきやがって。よくまあ楽々と脱出ができたもんだぜ。俺は信用しねえよ。それは我々の中にも侵略に反対する者もいまして、私の脱出を助けてくれたんです。
How about every time we saw you in control of the skull ship?
ズール、お前は我々に協力すると言ったな。
I'm trying to make the argument from the point of view of the characters in the show, not from me as a viewer.
製品の秘密指定基地とはどこにある？それは見ろ、今の態度で発見したろ。なんか企んでやがるんだこいつは。
Ippei is 100% on this one.
それは
この中から水晶発信派らしいものが出ています。
何？
まさか次元爆弾では。
何？爆弾？あと5秒だ。
I legit thought Taco was about to die. I was already preparing in my head the idea if Hiyoshi could rebuild Taco.
大丈夫か？タコは不死身です。ひよしさんが作って
Like, we know he can repair Taco. I've been like fully rebuild.
ハイネルめ、ファルコンと一緒にわしまで始末するつもりだったのか。おのれ。ズル、貴様よくもやってくれたな。これがファルコンに入ってきた理由か。
I mean, that's double. Okay, EPA is like 95% now.
まさかこの杖にも爆弾が。みんなどいてろ。
Now that's dumb. Zool, are you carrying anything that's not a bomb?
なんとわしはバカだったのか。おのれハイネルめ、このわしを殺すつもりで、これが将軍ズールに対する奴の仕打ちか。
Is this going to be a turning moment? Is Zool going to join the Voltes team to fight against Hino?
この手であのハイネルを殺してやる。
Remember, this is the race that thinks only it is capable of feeling love. I could see this being the moment where Zool joins the Voltes team to fight Hino.
お願いでございます。あのハイネルを殺してください。なんとわしは愚かなやつであったか。何がバーダン星地球攻撃総司令官だ。わしはハイネルを殺したい。お願いです。ハイネルを抹殺すべく私に力を貸してください。お願いです。ボルテスチームの皆さん、秘密基地へ攻撃をかけてくだ
I
さい。
mean, you think it's a trick, right? But at least hear him where he thinks the location is.
何？地底城？その地底城というのがバーザン帝国の地球侵略基地か。そうです。そこにハイネルがいるんです。博士、こいつの話なんか信じられるもんですか。
顔つきからして信じられる顔じゃないよ。
まあ待て。それでその地底城はどこにあるのだ。鳥ヶ島と呼ばれている無人島の地下です。鳥ヶ島？あの島は火山活動が激しくて、最近住民はみんな立ち去っている。
You'll figure the villains would have a volcano lair.
こいつの話を信じるのか。
そうだよ、信用したらきっとひどい目に遭うんだから。
本当なんです。信じてください。お願いです。私が先頭に立ちます。信じてください。私はハイネルを殺したいんです。待て、ケイジ。お前、ズールの言葉を信じているのか。罠かもしれんのだぞ。敵の本拠地が分かったんだ。本拠地を叩き潰さなければ地球に平和は戻ってこないんだ。
Again, to be fair, if you don't follow every lead that you get, then how would you know which ones are fake and which ones are traps?
その答えが今出ようとしている。地底上を攻撃し、勝つことがその答えだ。たとえズールが嘘を言っていたとしても、俺はこの勝負にかける。博士も僕の意見に賛成してくれますね。出撃せよ。
ピンチの後にはチャンスだ。こいつらをわしの作った秘密基地へ案内してやるわ。そこで皆殺しにしてボルテスをわしの手に入れる。
God damn it, Zool. I saw opportunity for you. I guess that was the one chance Zool really had to come back, in my opinion. Because I was like, kill him anyway. And it was like, oh wait, no, this would be really cool actually. A Bosnian working with the Holiday team. This is the Fox Scorpion story. That's what this is.
次は二股になってますから右の洞窟を進んでください。左の岩陰にはレーザー砲があります。
I mean, you gotta believe it's true. He's in the thing with you. The one person he's not gonna try and kill is himself, I have to feel like. Hologram? No, of course not. Just a sensor in a wall. But you have to think that Heinel is watching where the Voltes team goes now. So he would have located your secret base by the virtue that you brought them to your secret base. Yeah, almost like the soldiers work for Heinel. As much as I hate it, your first reaction can't be punch guy in face when things don't go your way. I mean, no offense, Kenichi, you are sitting in an open cockpit thing yourself.
ご苦労であったな、ズール。しまった。ボルテスチームを見上げにか。でかしたぞ、ズール。ハイネル様、これも皆ハイネル様のために。この基地もハイネル様のために作ったんですぞ。それにボルテスチームの奴らもこの通り連れて参ったんです。私めはハイネル様の忠実なしもべ。ご命令どう
I wouldn't be surprised if he had a listening device on him this whole time as well.
世はお前の行動を褒めて取らそう。ありがたきお言葉。愚か者め、世がお前の腹の中を見抜けると思っているのか。ズール、お前はこの秘密基地でボルテスを手に入れ、その上で地底上を攻撃するつもりであったのであろう。この裏切り者めが。すると、ここは地底上じゃねえのか。お前らもまんまとズールの口車に乗せられたわけだ。
Well, this is our one chance to get information out of him.
お願いです。私めの命をお助けください。今一度チャンスをお与えください。お願いでございます。
Throw a knife? Whatever the fuck you want to call that thing. It didn't seem to have killed him, though. Like, it broke his horn. But I would have legit thought we would have seen him die if he died. Or you can do that super flying move thing that Tsukunuchi forced you all to learn. Really? Are we pulling out a beast machine this late into things? Nope, that's the one from the episode. I think I called everything about this episode wrong. That was the Godzilla voice. This beast machine is part Godzilla. Well, that's how a drill works. I don't know what the shortest period between Beast Machine appearing and sort of Heaven Kill has been. But this certainly feels like one of the shortest spans. Oh, for half a second I thought Zool maybe got turned into a beast machine real quick. I guess it's sort of interesting that he was a metamorphizing beast machine. That's a new one, sort of. We know one of the weaknesses of the Volta's machine is heat. So I'm super shocked it's not fucking melting, it's lava. Apologies. I don't know what the hell is causing that. I would have to suspect that's the end of that base. But is he really dead? is my question. Because here's the thing. We saw him like, ah, like that when he's getting shot, right? But then his horn breaks off. And you would assume that maybe that's visual metaphor for him being killed, and maybe we can't show him being killed directly. Like, kind of the same way that the mother and Hamaguchi just both kind of die in an explosion without actually directly witnessing their deaths. But that in my mind, because I'm so used to like comic books and more adult cartoons and things like that nature, if you don't die on screen, you're available to come back at any point. Like the same rule you could apply to Is Zool dead, you could then apply to Is Professor Go alive, right? So I still expect Zool to come back at some point. Granted, their visual metaphor at the end of burn everything, erase his memory, could just be a way to super push onto us, the audience, that he's dead.
ズール亡き後憎しみに燃えるカザリーンが送り込んだ重視ガルスの目くらまし戦法とは何か。母を失った子犬の怒りが敵に翻弄されるボルテス5の危機を救う。次回ボルテス5子犬よ明日へ歩めにご期待ください。
Well, I guess Voltes 5 had more toys to sell. This time a doll toy, I guess. I don't know. Also interesting that it looks like the dog in dog-size form is going to be able to fight the Voltes machine before it gets bigger. I guess this is what's going to come from the element that I guess Catherine is going to be running the Beast Machine operation in Zool's absence. Because it seemed more like Jangle commanded the Beast Machines, whereas Catherine had ideas sometimes about what to do with them, and then Zool just had some of his own. I feel like there was also the implication that Zool had more bases. So... But even then, the idea was that they were manned by the people that were loyal to Heinl still at the end. Like, how did... That was the question I asked basically at the start when I was doing the notes to begin with. Was like, where do the resources come from? Who's manning it? Like, if Zool is anti-Heinl, then how are these people still loyal to Heinl at the end? And the idea that there was an Imperial agent, I still not quite clear on that one, because we know the Emperor wants Heinl dead too, and he gave orders to the Duke, who then gave orders to Zool to then try and expedite the death of Heinl. So that anybody from the Imperial side of things would be working to the benefit of Heinl is a weird prospect. But then again, I guess it goes back to previous thoughts I said about last episode of things set up in earlier episodes that go unpaid later on, or don't get paid off later on. So I am interested to see if Zool is actually dead. I know I'm more ramblings about the same topic, but in the realm of what I am interested in seeing, that is one of them, because I could see 10 episodes down the line, Zool coming back one last time. But the more I think about it, I guess the more unlikely it becomes, considering what they want to do with the series, and it feels like if we're going to try and tell a larger story about Professor Go, about the team, about Heinl, his lineage, and what the Emperor is up to, we really don't have that much more time to be able to spend on Zool and his machinations. Like, we could transition from Zool's death to what the Emperor is going to do specifically to handle Heinl and his desire to remove him from the picture. At the same time, most of my thoughts about the Emperor are the Emperor that I thought was going to be a lot more intelligent and more of a threat than the guy who seemed kind of like a bumbling fool when we saw him during the Professor Go escape episode. So I don't really know where to take that. I need to see more of that guy doing or threatening things in a way that actually feels threatening. Because otherwise, he just feels like a stupid noble. Like, have you ever seen, God, I can't remember. There is a comedy series dealing with the Russian nobility back in the, God, I can't remember. Like this, I think it's like the grandson of Peter the Great, something like that. It's probably called The Great now that I think about it. It's a funny little series, but it's like nobles that have ultimate power, but are not smart the way that you think like conniving nobility would be, that sort of thing. That's kind of what I feel like here. Like, that's my homework for you then. That's my final message here. I'm going to wrap up here. My homework to you is like watch the first episode of The Great and then come back to me and tell me, do you think that's anything like what the emperor here is actually like? Anyway, as I said, that's my last thought here. So I have been Theta. This has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?